Beavers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Auburn Tigers offense will come out first.
Let's go. Right.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the right. He caught it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down goal to go.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of the very first play. Let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Watson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll run play action. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Defense showing blitz here. One to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Watson. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Watson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Watson. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Finds his man down the middle. That one takes him down to the 13-yard line.
Well, Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying,
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the... Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Finds a man on the left. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. All the way back to the 15. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Taylor wants to throw it. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Connor. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Watson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first?
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football home out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more fit.
Wide open spaces. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Beavers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Lost to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The inside handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Got a man, it's Kane.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Give to the running back. finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got his man downfield. Throws on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the defense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got it right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Dennis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The sure hands, it's Durant. Stop short of the marker. And they stop in this defense and they get the ball back. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Floats it out in space. Turning it on. Spins away from it. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's the heat. Fires downfield. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough. And
to learn from. I mean, Losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.